Hey guys, how's it going? I'm just enjoying this Friday afternoon, drinking a little coffee, smoking some Cornell and Diehl's Bayou Morning Flake in my Missouri Meerschaum Country Gentleman. Uh, First of all, I'd like to thank everyone that's subscribed to my videos so far, and those of you that have watched my videos. It's pretty cool to see that there are some people out there that are interested in what I have to say. Just had a few things I wanted to talk about. This blend, first of all, it is made by Cornell and Diehl, Bayou Morning Flake. Get some pretty nifty tin art there. A good old boy pulling his way across the bayou, I guess. I'll read the tin description. It is a strictly Virginia Perique blend with Red Stove Virginias presented in a broken flake. And it's actually the first vapor I've ever smoked, but I like it a lot. It's really good in the mornings, as the name would suggest. It's a nice slow burning blend. It goes really well with coffee and in a corn cob. As far as taste goes, there's a decent amount of sweetness, but what I notice most of all is there's sort of like a sweet and sour kind of flavor going on. I would assume because of the Perique. On tobacco reviews, some people seem to think that there's an overabundance of Perique present. I kind of disagree with that. I think it's a pretty nice balanced blend. And to be honest, I don't like a whole lot of straight Virginia blends. I just think they're kind of boring, and I don't really smoke the pipe or a pipe because I want something sweet. I like the smoky, heavier flavor, and I think having the Perique in there definitely helps give this thing a nice backbone. Which isn't to say that I dislike Virginia tobaccos. I like them quite a bit, just not on their own. I like them, as sort of like a complement to other tobaccos that you find. It's probably why I smoke a lot of English blends, just because you have all those flavors working together. But it's nice to be able to pick them out and experience that variety. It does come in a broken flake, which is I like because you can grab a whole bunch of pieces and fold it and stuff them into your pipe and smoke them that way, or you can rub them out, which is what I usually do. I usually rub them out and then let them dry under a desk lamp for a little bit, or if I have some more time, I'll just let them dry with the air. I just want to give you guys a look at this stuff. It does come in they look like regular flakes, but they're kind of like brittle. When you pick them up, they'll fall apart into smaller pieces like that. I'm sure a lot of you know what broken flake is. Yeah, and eventually when you get to the end of the tin, it all sort of falls apart into pieces like that, and that's pretty much all I have left. It's a bunch of little bits and everything, some strands to rub out. But it's nice. It's a nice slow burning blend. Like I said, I love it in the morning. It's got a decent amount of nicotine, which is something I care about. You might not. I don't think it's enough that it would make anyone sick, but you never know. But you definitely know you're smoking something when you're finished, which is cool, because you are smoking something. Something else I wanted to talk about real quick. I guess is the second half of this video. It'll be corncob pipes. The first pipe I ever bought was a corncob pipe. And sometimes I think they get a bad rap because they're cheap and they look hickish to some people, which isn't something I really care about. You're already a pipe smoker, so you already stand out. You're going to get some glances if you smoke your pipe in public. So you might as well just go at it all the way and grab yourself a couple corn cobs. So I wanted to show you guys a couple that I have. They're all Missouri Meerschaum. You definitely want to go with that brand name. I know there's some cheap Chinese ones out there that may seem attractive because they cost like $1 or $2, but they're definitely crap. And you know, these only cost like $7 at marscigars.com, so that's totally affordable. And you might as well get quality because these will last a while. That's another thing people say is that these burn out a lot, and I found that if you actually have decent technique, a corncob pipe is going to last you a long time. Actually, the stem will probably fall apart first, which is like the main weakness of these. The stems are kind of flimsy. Actually, they're pretty crappy in general. But you can always get yourself a forever stem from Walker Bryworks, which I know Stormwolf has done some videos about. I don't have one of those yet, but that's probably the next thing I'm going to purchase, or my next pipe-related purchase. Probably along with a couple more tins of that Bayou Morning Flake, which they do make a bulk blend of Bayou Morning. According to tobacco reviews, it's definitely a lot of people say it's a different smoke. I never tried it, so I don't personally know. It seemed like a lot of the people that thought that the Flake version had too much Perique enjoyed the bulk version a lot more. I don't know, I may pick up an ounce or two and see what it's like. But I like flakes, broken flakes, ropes, plugs, so I'm definitely going to keep a couple tins of that one around. But here is the first pipe I ever bought. I believe it's a Legend. I got it at like a Rite Aid or something like that. And as you can see, stem is nice and stained up. But it's got that hideous amber stem, which I really hate. At least the black ones look kind of cool. These look so shitty, it's not even funny. But you can see the rims all charred up and everything there. And something else that's kind of cool about these, like a regular Meerschaum, they will change colors a bit as you smoke. Here's another one I have. This is a Diplomat, and I think you can see this one is definitely yellowed, whereas this one is almost... I've smoked this one probably 20 or 30 times, but it's starting to change colors a tiny bit, like around the middle here. I know you can't around here. I know you can't see it, but yeah, definitely a marked difference, which is kind of cool. So it shows, I guess, that you've been smoking the pipe or this pipe. I know it's just cool. It's like putting your own stamp on it. It's like you own this pipe in a way. These are nice. The bowl's kind of small on them. But I don't know, they're good for a quick smoke. But yeah, here's the Diplomat. This is one I actually like the most because it's a little bit bigger of a bowl than the Legend. I just like the shape of it quite a bit, and the stem, you can kind of tell it's a little bit nicer looking just because it's got this kind of, I don't know what you would call it, like bulge right there or something like that. So that's kind of a cool, nice little touch they add. And here's my other, well, I have the Country Gentleman, which you saw, which I really like a lot. This one has probably the most normal size bowl, as in like comparable to what a briar pipe would hold. And it's got this darkened finish on it, which if you're worried about being hick or looking like a hick, you might want to go with the Country Gentleman because at least someone might be tricked into thinking that it's not a corn cob. Yeah, it's a nice pipe. Here's the Monster, the General. I've only smoked this one a few times, mostly because I'm kind of scared of it, to be honest. It's pretty big. I filled it with Old Joe Krantz a bunch of times. And yeah, I almost went into like a coma. But yeah, not literally, of course, but it's definitely the great tranquilizer of tobaccos, and when you combine it with this pipe, you're probably not going to feel like going anywhere anytime soon. But yeah, this one's just cool, man. It's badass. Like, just imagine walking around town. I haven't done it yet, but I can just imagine walking around town with this thing. you get some serious stares. But I like corncob pipes because they're cheap. They never gurgle. They don't really ghost at all, so they're good for trying out new tobacco. If you're a new pipe smoker, they're a great way to fill out your rotation if you don't have a lot of money or you aren't really sure that you want to delve into the pipe thing hardcore. Another thing I like about them is you don't have to clean them as well, or they don't take as much to clean them as a briar pipe, so you won't spend as much on pipe cleaners. I know they're cheap, but I have like no good brick and mortars around me, so I have to order all my pipe cleaners when I order tobacco, and so I kind of have to ration them out at times. So that helps, helps with that. Something else about them is that almost all the Missouri Meerschaum models come with this little filter in here. I never use it. I did in the beginning, but I don't think it adversely affects the smoke too much, but it's just one more thing you have to worry about buying. And they don't gurgle anyway, so I'm not really sure what the benefit of them is. I guess they maybe take out some tar or something like that, but I think that it's probably a negligible, does only a negligible amount of good. So I just don't worry about them. But one thing I did sort of figure out is if you want to save money, I guess, you can slice these in half and use half a filter at a time, so therefore you double your usage out of each filter, and they're definitely good for a bunch of smokes. I think when I first started, it's been a while since I used a filter, but I think you could probably get maybe like 10 or 15 smokes through a filter before it's completely disgusting and you gotta throw it away. So they do last a while, but yeah, it's just one more thing to worry about that I'd rather not worry about. But I think that's it. Just give the Bayou Morning Flake a try if you're looking for a new tobacco or you want to give vapors a try. Cornell and Diehl does a great job with all the blends of theirs I've smoked, so I don't really think you can go wrong with them, or at least too horribly wrong. And give the corncob pipe a try. Missouri Meerschaum, it's an American tradition, so, and it's definitely worth the $7 I paid for this. But I'm going to finish this pipe, and hope you guys have a nice weekend. Cheers.